Today's recipe is skinny buffalo chicken strips. This is a very quick recipe. It comes from skinnytaste.com. Give them a big shout out because it's a great recipe. I've made a few changes that I'll go through today, but let's just get going with it. Okay, to start, let's pull out all our ingredients. It's a fairly short list, which also is a big bonus for this recipe. First thing we need is garlic powder, paprika, chili powder, black pepper. We need some vegetable oil. We need chicken tenderloins. We don't have chicken tenderloin in our grocery store, so I just have approximately a pound of chicken breast, which I'm gonna have to cut up. The last ingredient, Frank's Red Hot Sauce. Now that I've got all my ingredients out, my usual thing, now let's get all our utensils out. I like it spicier, and so I'm gonna put in more. It says half a tablespoon of oil. I think that's because this is a skinny recipe, but I put in a whole tablespoon. And I'm gonna need a 1/4 cup of Frank's Red Hot Sauce. So we want to combine everything in a medium bowl. And if I'm going to combine it, I'm going to use tongs. That's what I'll use to combine. We have to use a large non-stick saute pan. So with this, I'll put it on the stove so it's all ready to go. It says that we're going to cook half the chicken at a time, but I've found with this recipe I can actually cook all of it at once. So let's start cooking. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to have to cut our chicken. If you have chicken tenderloin at your grocery store, you don't have to do this, and the recipe's even faster. So I've got my knife. So I am going to get my bowl nice and close, and I'm going to cut this into chicken strips. It actually says to combine all the spices first and then mix them on the chicken, but I don't feel we have to do that. We're going to put in a heaping teaspoon of garlic powder. A heaping 1 teaspoon, and you can see it's approximate. Same thing, another teaspoon of chili powder, 1/8 of a teaspoon, but I'm going to put in just a bunch. So now all we do is we just toss. Like, could not be simpler. You want to try and toss it to get it on all your pieces and make sure it is well coated. And now let's head to the stove. So here we are at the stove ready to cook our chicken. We've got our chicken in our bowl and we've got our pan all ready to go. We want to heat it at a medium-high heat. So we'll put our cooking oil, 1 tablespoon, and spread it around. And it will take a minute or so to come up to heat. We want to get a nice sear on it, so you do not want to put it in too early, and it will depend. Every pan and every stove is different. Feels nice and hot, we can go ahead and put in all the chicken all at once. You'll want to spread it out so it's not touching, and you'll want to do this quite quickly. And we're going to cook it for 4 minutes on this side. Okay, after 4 minutes, we'll look, look at that nice sear on that. That's all those spices toasting up, exactly what you want. So we're going to flip it over and we will cook it. We're going to check it after about another 3 minutes. If at any time you worry that it's getting a bit too brown, you can just pop in a little bit of water and that will help. And that's going to all cook off. So it's now been the 3 minutes on the new side. I'm going to use a thermometer to check it. If you don't have a thermometer, you can just cut it and make sure that there's no pink inside. It's supposed to be 165. Try the big pieces. If the big pieces are done, you're good to go. So I'll just check one more big piece, and we are all ready to go. Excellent. So we'll just turn off the heat and we'll grab our Frank's Red Hot. And we're just going to pour it over here and give it a nice stir. And the residual heat will help make it all good. Wasn't that very easy? Hope you get a chance to try this super fast, fun, tasty recipe soon. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep cooking.